just happened. Go all the way to the place for my interview. They had kind of, I guess, like an open call situation. You go from 2 to 4 o'clock. Something told me to just show up at 2 because again, this is New York City. It's very, very competitive. I get there at 3. The bartender that was there, he said they stopped taking interviews for the day. And I'm like, oh, well, they told me to come between 2 and 4 o'clock. Oh, okay, well, the concierge can help you better. I said, okay, so I go to the front desk and basically the lady says the same thing, that to come back tomorrow. And I'm just like, okay. Back at Joe and the Juice, I was on my way to Bath and Body Works to go and pick up order, but I walked past Joe and the Juice and I realized that I had not eaten yet, and I'm not trying to have another situation like I had the other day. Story of my life, the chronicles continue, but at least it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go in here, see if there's anything else I find that I might want. I know y'all are probably tired of me like coming to the same place. I'm in a new place. I feel like I need like a comfort place, you know what I'm saying? Something that gives me comfort, and I think right now Joe and the Juice, like just having the same thing, like that's one small part of having a routine for me right now. So about to go pick up my order now. I don't think I'll ever get used to vlogging in the street, honestly, but here we are. I need to come up with a new game plan for my week, but let me go pick this order up, see if there's anything else in there that I did not see online. So I'm gonna do that, and then yeah, I'm debating if I want to even show this haul, because like I said, I'm not gonna post a haul video until I get the rest of my order, which I order online. I don't know, I don't want to do 2 separate videos. I just want to do everything, but this is what I picked up from the store, and yeah, I will show you the rest whenever I get it. So this vlog, so my apologies. But it's been a day. So let's debrief. Let's debrief on the day. Did my Bath & Body Works pickup order, but like I said, I am going to do a live haul, which by the time this vlog is posted, I probably will have already done the live haul. So this is really not going to matter unless you just want to see that. So by the time I post this, I'll have the live haul linked so y'all can watch that. I had an interesting day, right? I had a very interesting day. I told y'all that I had a job interview today, and it was honestly the weirdest thing ever, and I don't know that I'm gonna go back there. The place that I applied to, y'all, they emailed me maybe like Friday or Saturday. They told me to come in Monday between the hours of 2 and 4, right? Now, a normal person would say, okay, you know, if I have plans during the day, like I should still be able to show up at 3, you know, 3:30, whatever, and still be fine to be seen, right? Because I'm not thinking this is like an open call situation. I was running a little behind this morning, and I ended up leaving later than I needed to. I get to the place at 3 o'clock, and I go in, and basically they kind of turn me away because they told me they had stopped doing interviews for the day because they were backed up. And I found that to be so strange because it's kind of like, why wouldn't you just schedule the people that you want to interview for specific times instead of emailing everyone individually to come between the hours of 2 and 4, but then I show up at 3 o'clock and you're turning people away, and then they told me to come back tomorrow. So girl, I don't know if I'm even gonna go back, because at this point, it's just weird. It was just a weird vibe, and I'm real big on vibes. I feel like that kind of set the precedent for it to not be the most pleasant experience for me if I were to try to work there. So the journey continues tomorrow. I'm really just trying to map out my week right now, y'all, because I need to go to Connecticut to see my family, but I also have to work, and I also need to interview places to find something else, and then I also need to batch some content. I also need to braid my hair. I have been wanting to braid my hair since I moved here, y'all. If you guys don't know this already, I do all of my own protective styles. When I moved up here, y'all, I did not have all of my normal braiding supplies because I literally had to bring what I could fit in 5 suitcases and put everything else in storage. So I had to order another one of these. It's literally a little braid rack, and it helps me when I'm doing like braids or my goddess locks or any type of individual braid style. This just makes it go so much faster. And then I also have the trifold mirror as well to braid my hair. So, and that process in itself takes at least 2 days, like, because I like to take breaks. I don't really like doing it straight through, especially when I'm doing my locks. That process in itself takes so long because the way that I do my locks, my boho locks, I do all of the twists first, and then I go back and wrap each one individually so that I can go out into the world if I need to with one style, you know, if I can't like finish it, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having like a half head of twists, instead of having a half head of dreads, I can have a whole head of twists and then the next day finish the locks, you know what I mean? So I need to still do that, and I really just have to figure out what I'm doing. So I may just have to go to see my family next week. The situation that I was worried about in my last vlog, which if you do not see that, go ahead and check that out. I will link it up top. It has kind of gotten a little bit better, but it's just one of those things now where I really just want to lay eyes on my people, lay eyes on my brothers, my sister, my stepmom, just all of my family in Connecticut. I just want to see everybody, see my nieces and nephews, and just, you know, have some family time. So I definitely need to prioritize that before the month of June is over. Again, I'm technically still scheduled to work this weekend, so that's the only thing, and I have to figure out how I'm going to batch my content, do my hair, just set myself up for success for the following week, because it's going to be crazy. Literally, Chris Brown is coming to Brooklyn, okay? So I'm going to see Chris Brown. Whether you're a Chris Brown fan or not, I am, girl, so I really don't care what you have to say about him in my comments. Keep it cute or keep it mute, okay? Then also, you guys, Juneteenth is next week, so I don't know what day I'm posting this vlog. I don't know if the Juneteenth footage is going to be in the next vlog, because Juneteenth I am going to another like creative type of event. It's a Pilates in the Park event with a lot of other Black creators. So I'm very excited about that, because I am going to hopefully meet some people that I've been wanting to meet. And then after that, I'm going to like a Juneteenth like outdoor party. So excited. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm just excited to be outside in the city in New York, like having a summer in New York. Like, that's the vibe. So anyways, let me show y'all some of the stuff that I got. I'm not going to do a full haul on here, but then again, it's really not going to make a difference because y'all will have seen the full haul at this point. But This is my in-store pickup order. I didn't tell y'all what's on the lips today. The Fenty Ice Bomb. Really have been enjoying this again lately, especially when it's hot outside. So have this on the lips today. I did pick up some stuff. I went to the Bath and Body Works in Manhattan on Park Avenue, which was a really cute store. It's always cute to see Bath and Body Works in other cities. So there's a bunch of them in New York, obviously in New York City. But I just happened to already be by that particular location because of the place that I interviewed at today. So I went in there to pick up my order and actually smelled a couple of things that I really like. One being this new gingham. I'm 100% sure. This one right here, yeah, I got the perfume pen. You know when they have like the new perfume releases, how they do the $8 perfume pen? So this is the Gingham Glow. So I really like this, y'all, and I already know it's a dupe for something. I'm thinking it's like a dupe for like Giorgio Armani's My Way, Prada Paradox. It's in that same family. It has that same scent DNA. So if you are a fan of that, you'll like it. And honestly, I sprayed the fragrance mist on my hand and I can still smell it hours later. Like that had to be at least 5 or 6 hours ago and I still smell it. So you don't even have to get the perfume. I just got the perfume because it was a deal, but the fragrance mist, she's giving perfume. But the notes on this, I don't know if it has the notes on the perfume pen, so I would just probably have to put the notes on the screen. But yeah, I do really like this, and I'll probably go through this really quick. It felt good to go in the store, y'all, and it felt good to go in the store and be smelling things for the first time, right? And not like, there was a point in time in my journey where anytime Bath & Body Works released something new, I was in the store the next day, the same day, like smelling it, reviewing it for y'all. And no shade to anybody who does that, but it just got to a point for me, I was not able to live my life for me anymore. It was like I was living to review every single thing that came out, and that's just not a healthy way for me personally to live. I have other interests, I have other things that I love, I have other things that I want to spend my time on, and that is another huge reason I came to New York, because I'm really trying to immerse myself in all of my things that I really enjoy, my creative gifts, find new hobbies and things like that. So it just felt so good to go into Bath & Body Works today and smell things that I have never smelled before and be completely like, oh my God, like, wow, like this has been out. Oh, okay. Like, you know, to really just be like surprised by things and not just go in and see the same thing that I see all the time. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's really good to take breaks from stuff, y'all, so that you can appreciate so many more things when you do go in there. So now that I've got this stuff and then I have some stuff on the way from online, probably not gonna go back in there until maybe like the fall stuff starts coming out, maybe, if that. I'm very excited. I have some good stuff in here. I'm gonna smell one thing in here because I got 2 of these because first of all, I haven't most of these I haven't smelled, y'all. The stuff that I did smell in store today were mostly candles, but a lot of the stuff in this bag I have not smelled. I really wanted to do like a live, like smelling everything, smell my haul, but I got 2 of these because I just assumed that I would like it. So this is the whipped coconut milkshake. It has notes of vanilla ice cream, toasted coconut, and sugared amber. And before y'all say anything, I'm literally starting my Bath & Body Works collection from scratch, okay? Like, if y'all have not watched any of my declutter videos or me just talking about my Bath & Body Works collection in general, I pretty much got rid of everything before I moved up here. I literally only moved up here with like my Sephora body care, like my Sol de Janeiro, stuff like that, like the higher end stuff. And then my perfumes I shipped up here in a box in all of their original packaging, which is why I did such a massive perfume declutter, because I really only wanted to come up here with like 20 or 30 perfumes and just start my collection that way. I didn't have any, I didn't own anything Bath & Body Works, so I'm pretty much starting my Bath & Body Works collection from scratch, which is just so fun because now it's like I literally will just have the stuff that I plan on going through until the next time I shop. So I knew I would like this. Bring a tree and grab a seat. Let's celebrate the summer with the block party. So I'm gonna smell this one just because I just want to see if I like it. I'm pretty sure I will. Yeah. It reminds me of coconut cream pie. It just doesn't have like that kind of like buttery pie type of smell. It just smells like coconut ice cream, which is nice. It also kind of reminds me of the discontinued Sol de Janeiro, the Coco Cabana. It kind of has that vibe. So yeah, this is gonna be a good easy staple, an easy little gourmand for the hot weather. Like I already know I'm gonna probably use this. So yes, there will be a layering video coming soon, y'all. That's honestly the reason why I haven't posted a layering video yet, because most of the layering combos that I have been doing have been mostly with perfumes, and I know a lot of you guys just really enjoy my Bath and Body Works fragrance mist perfume layering videos, so that I was wanting to do another one of those. So I wanted to wait until I had my SAS haul, so now I will do a layering video with the stuff that I picked up and just some perfumes that I have in my collection, and of course body mist too, so you know that's coming, girl. But anyways, I think that's enough chatting today. But actually no, I want to tell you guys, so when I got back here from picking this up, me and my friend, we actually ended up walking to Home Depot. I was looking at some plants and things like that, so I do want to go plant shopping. I didn't really go in there with any intention on buying anything today, but I do have a general idea of kind of like what I want my plant situation to be like in my house. At this point, y'all just have to accept you're gonna hear an ambulance or a police anytime I'm doing a sit down, okay? I definitely want just 2 like really cute vases or vases. Is it vases or vases, girl? I want one for my dresser, and then I want one for my nightstand, just so I can have fresh flowers like in my immediate vicinity. And then I just want a really tall green plant. I'm thinking a fiddly fig. I really want a really big fiddly fig. I want to put one right next to my mirror that y'all always see me do my outfit of the day in, and then one over there back in the corner, kind of next to my perfume stand. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and I just need some greenery in here. So we're slowly sprucing up the space. So showed me this little walkway that I think I want to run at some point. I'm going to take y'all with me one morning to either run the Coney Island boardwalk or this other walkway that she showed me today. I just want to become, I don't want to say I want to become a runner, but also being outside, like you would think that you are not a runner, right? Even as a gym girly, Pilates, whatever, because that's kind of what I consider myself to be. Being outside and getting fresh air and watching the sunrise and just being one with nature, being one with God, that will really change the whole trajectory of your day. So I think I want to just start, if not running, just getting up super early in the morning to go for a walk and watch the sunrise, because I think that will really just set a great tone for my day. So anyways, girl, I think that's it. I'm going to shut this down, and I will probably hop back on here tomorrow because I really need to come up with a game plan for my day tomorrow, and then I'll be able to let y'all know what's going on. Good morning, girls. It is the next day, the next morning. It is Tuesday, June 11th, 10:24. So there's that. I have some running around I need to do today. I need to take advantage of the fact that first of all, girl, if you are enjoying the vlog so far, you're enjoying my vibe, please take 2 seconds to make sure you are subscribed to the channel, okay? Hit the notification bell as well so you can be notified, because I will be posting a lot of vlogs, okay? I'm going to try my best to balance my vlog content with my beauty content, to do a little half and half situation, but just being transparent, girl, like I really am going to be trying to focus on my vlog content going forward. That's just where I'm at in my life. I don't want to do a ton of beauty hauls and things like that anymore, because like I said in my last vlog, I am trying to kick the overconsumption, use up what I have, and create more content based around using the stuff that I already have that I'm enjoying and just living my life here in New York. So I had some people unsubscribing since I've been posting vlogs, but that's okay because I'm doing what I need to do for me. And that leads me into what I was about to read for y'all today, my daily devotional. If you need a really good devotional, y'all, I have had this devotional for so long now. I've gifted it to friends and family. I don't even think it looks like this anymore. I think she's updated it, but this is the Joyce Meyer, The Confident Woman devotional. I love this thing. Literally, like, it never gets old to me. At some point, I am going to get another devotional, but I just love this one because I just feel like every page hits when I need it to hit for whatever date. Because I try my best to read this every day, but I don't always read it every day. And for June 11th, I'm going to just read y'all the message. The title is When Criticism Comes. But as for me personally, it matters very little to me that I should be put on trial by you on this point, and that you or any other human tribunal should investigate and question and cross-question me. I do not even put myself on trial and judge myself. It is the Lord himself who examines and judges me. And that is 1 Corinthians 4:3-4. It says, no matter what you do in life, you will be criticized by someone. So you must learn to cope with it and not let it bother you. Criticism is very difficult for most of us, and a person's self-image can be damaged by one critical remark.
but it is possible to learn how not to be affected at all by criticism. Every great man or woman has had to learn how to cope with criticism. We must know our own hearts and not allow others to judge us. The Apostle Paul experienced criticism about many things. People love you when you're doing everything they want you to do and are quick to criticize when just one little thing goes wrong. Paul said that he was not in the least bit concerned about the judgments of others. He said that he did not even judge himself. He knew he was in God's hands and that in the end he would stand before God and give an account of himself and his life. We should only be concerned with God's judgment, not others. And the closing message is, Lord, when criticism comes, help me to remember that you are my only true judge. Rather than let it hurt me, I bring it to you and leave it in your hands. Amen. So I just wanted to read that to y'all because as I am making so many changes in my life, right? It is important for you to trust yourself. When you are making decisions for you and your life, you have to trust yourself to make decisions. Yes, of course, it's great to go out there and ask our family, our friends, our mentors, people who know us for advice when it comes to certain things. But there's going to have to come a point in your life, in all of our lives, that we trust ourselves to make our own decisions, whether that ends up in it being a mistake or a complete success. We have to trust and know ourselves and do things and navigate this world on our own without having to rely so heavily on other people's opinions. So I just say all that to say, not even just with me slightly switching up my content, but me moving to a new city, me doing a lot of things on my own, it's very easy to let fear from other people who know us or who are not familiar with what we may be doing try to talk us out of things. But you really have to trust yourself, know yourself, do things, take risks. And whether it's a mistake or not, girl, you can say that you learned from something and you got to know yourself a little bit more and you can trust your moral compass a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, girl, it's just to follow up on what I was talking to y'all about yesterday about how I am navigating a new era of my life and I'm not apologetic about it. I know some of y'all are used to seeing me constantly do Bath and Body Works videos and constantly do this and that. I am moving away from doing that all of the time. When I see it, when I do it, y'all will see it. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. But for now, I also hope that y'all are enjoying the vlog content in this new journey of my life, in this new chapter of my life, as I still sprinkle in my beauty content when I can. So anyways, I had something I want to talk to y'all about and I had to write it down because my memory is just not what it used to be before I tell y'all what I'm actually working on for the day. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed, first of all. I think I already hit that point. I need to take advantage of the fact that all of my subway rides are going to be free. They were free today and yesterday. If you do Apple Pay, you don't necessarily have to buy a subway card anymore, y'all. Like if you don't want to. I usually always do Apple Pay, and if you use the same card and you hit 12 rides within a 5-day rolling period, I believe it's a 5 or a 7-day rolling period, but if you hit 12 rides within that period, then your ride for the rest of the 7 days is going to be free. So for example, say between Monday and Thursday of 1 week, I end up hitting 12 rides. I've gotten on the subway and paid 12 times with my same Apple Pay card. You end up, the remaining balance of the 7-day period, so the 3 days after that, your rides will just be free. So that definitely comes in handy for someone like me who commutes into the city a lot, because I don't have a lot of things in my immediate walkable area. I have to take the train, have to take the train to work, have to take the train to the store. Like I have to take the train, so that's very helpful and saves a little bit of money. I have this other app, which is, it's a card, it's kind of like a bank, it's called Future. So I will leave my link to that in the description box, because that helps even more, because Future actually gives you like cash back every single time you pay with your Future card to use the subway. So basically what I do is I just load my Future card with how much I expect to spend on the subway that week to hit the 12 ride minimum. Every time I spend a little bit of that money, I get a percentage back. And also when you hit the 12 rides with your Future card, you get $5 put back on your future card. So you really are just racking up like benefits at this point. And there's a bunch of other things that you get with that card too. So I think you get like a bonus or something if you use my link. I need to go to the gym. I haven't gone to the gym in a few days, y'all. Like, and I'm slipping with that. My trip that I was going on got pushed back a little, but I still need to stay consistent. I still need to stay summer ready. Okay, so I need to go to the gym today. I need to go to Target. I feel like I always need to go to Target, but girl, I'm a Target girl. It is what it is. I need to go to Target. I'm debating if I'm going to go to a job interview today, y'all. I'm just right now, mentally, I'm not in the position, in the headspace to do it. I really want to focus on me, my content, my hair, and everything else right now. So that's just gonna be that. So I went to the ice cream truck yesterday, and that was so cute because I just feel like there was a part of my childhood that I was able to relive. I used to spend a lot of summers up here when I was a child, and I spent that time with my siblings and family and stuff that lives now in Connecticut, but there was a time period where they all lived in New York. Literally, the ice cream truck would drive around the block every day. I would literally always get a Warhead, a Spider-Man, or a SpongeBob ice cream. And back then, the ice cream was like $1, $1.50. Girl, why did the ice cream man tell me that was $4 yesterday? $4. I used this new product last night, this Elemis cleansing balm. I saw that this has so many amazing reviews, and I needed a new makeup cleanser. But my issue with this, outside of the price, because I do feel like it's really good, I do also feel like it's very expensive, but you do get a lot in comparison to other makeup cleansing balms. Like, I feel like this is very comparable to the Estee Lauder one. I think that's the brand. I can't remember. No, it's Clinique. It's either Estee Lauder or Clinique that has a similar looking cleansing balm that's like the same size and a very similar price. So I do like that. But my issue with this one actually is this is not one I would recommend using for eye makeup. And like, I've never had a problem using any of my makeup cleansing balms on my eyes before, like the e.l.f. one, the Paula's Choice one. There's another one that I really like. I can't think of right now, but I've had no problem using those on my eyes and rubbing my mascara off. With this one, it actually, they advise you to keep it away from your eyes. Like it says, if contact with eyes occurs, rinse thoroughly, which I didn't even realize that until after I had already been rubbing it all on my eyes to get my mascara off. So I like the formula. And then this is the consistency of it. So it does go on really, really smooth, and it just kind of melts into the skin. But again, I really prefer cleansing balms that I can use all over my face. Whereas this one, they advise you to really just use it on your décolleté and like, you know, the main points of your face. So I don't know. I will probably still use this and finish it up. Just probably not use it on my eye makeup, obviously, at this point. Then I'll give you guys a final verdict afterwards. But I personally would probably not repurchase this specific cleansing balm because I know I can get a similar effect from something else and also use it on my eye makeup and not have my eyes be burning and red like they were last night. So anyways, let me go ahead and start getting myself together, put this laundry up that's behind me, get dressed, and I will see y'all when I'm out in the streets. We see. Okay, hey girl, here's the fit of the day. I went ahead and just put my gym clothes on. Normally I put my gym clothes in my bag and I have on my regular outfit, but honestly, for what I'm doing today, I just want to be cute, and I have my sports bra underneath because this shirt is probably gonna come off when I get to the gym and start sweating. But this is from Cuban Fit. I am an ambassador with them, so I'll have this linked in the description box with my discount code, my New York cap, which I keep forgetting, y'all. Every time I go into the city, I walk past stands. You can literally buy these off the street. You do not have to get these off Amazon. I think I just bought this off Amazon before my trip up here for my birthday. But like, I need to just get a bunch of these in every color because this is literally like my go-to look half the time. A slick back bun with some sort of cap. Like, y'all know that. Y'all been seeing that since back in the day. Like, I usually would wear my God is Dope's cap. My God is Dope caps. But the brim on those all got so flimsy, I had to get rid of all of them. So I just need a bunch of Yankees caps at this point because that's my uniform. But yeah, this is Cuban Fit. Cute little short set. And then my usual little V2Ks, which I want to get another color in at some point. But we're very cute, okay? So on the agenda, we're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna go to Target. Oh, and I need to go back to Bath and Body Works because I have a reward. And there was one thing in my pickup order that I missed that was not correct that I need to swap out. So I'm gonna go to a Bath and Body Works that's actually in Brooklyn that's near my gym. Everything's in the same vicinity. So hopefully it'll be a cute day, and I'm gonna see y'all when we outside, okay?
Bye. Bath and Body Works. I just returned what I had to return because I was going to use my reward, but I didn't realize that all the mists now are like $18.95 and the reward is for like $17. So girl, I don't know, but I'm about to go to Target and then after that go to the gym. Hey y'all, just got to the gym. I had another day where I did not eat, y'all. I gotta stop doing that. This Waco's protein shake, let's try it live, right? It's not bad, but it's definitely real choppy. Like it tastes like protein, so I don't know. shower, but I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. I do, because this one is already going on. I've done a lot of talking in this vlog, which I know I personally like watching vlogs where people have a lot of talking and sit down sessions. I want the next vlog to have basically updating you guys on the job search, going on with that, and possibly taking you guys with me to see Chris Brown. If not, that will be the next vlog. So I want to try to have like one fun thing in each vlog. So that's the only reason why I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. But at this point, it is what it is. This is just how life is going, girl. If you guys enjoyed the vlog, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, wait, pause before I end. I did forget to show you guys what I got from the dossier event. First of all, I'm very sad because by the time I had got there was a lady that was there. They basically had like a cute little installation per day. So the first day they were engraving bottles, which that was the day I ended up not going, that I did wanted to go. And then the second day, they were customizing these bags. So like they were sewing embroidery on there or whatever. And I was already running late for work, so I didn't have a chance to stay and get that. I'm a little sad about that, but I did get this. And then let me just show you guys the fragrances I got. So oh shoot. So the first one, what is this? This is the new one. This is the Neroli Romance. And this is a Dossier original. So you guys know Dossier typically does dupes for fragrances, but this is actually a Dossier. This is a Dossier original fragrance. When I smelled this on myself that day, y'all, I don't know if it was because I was hot, I was sweating, and I already had like other sweet stuff on, but like I really liked how it smelled on my skin that day. But today, and this is a unisex fragrance, by the way. Today, I sprayed it on myself again, and it definitely kind of had like a cologne-y vibe. So this is going to be one of those scents I'm definitely going to have to layer with something sweeter, because I find when I layer it with something sweeter, this smells really amazing. Like, this is one of those scents that you mix with like your sweeter fragrances, your fruitier fragrances, to kind of give them something elevated, right? Like mixing this with like a Bath & Body Works mist will make it smell like expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like this is definitely smelling like something that will come from like Mason Francis Kirk de Jean, and it's very unique and I really like it. So this one has top notes of neroli, salted caramel, hazelnut accord, middle notes of orange flower, lavender, and violet, which you guys know I'm not always a lavender fan, and I think that's why this one can kind of go left for me if I don't layer it. Base notes of patchouli, vetiver, vanilla, and ambroxan. So again, ambroxan is one of those notes that's definitely one of those like baccarat type of vibe. So this one, the reason that I think I liked it so much when I first sprayed it is the top notes. I love neroli, I love caramel, and I love hazelnut. And for this, like, it's so crazy. I can really genuinely smell the hazelnut in here. Like a lot of times with fragrances, I don't necessarily smell the hazelnut. I just smell that it makes the fragrance creamy. But with this, I can actually smell the hazelnut, which is kind of crazy. So really, really like this. I smell the kind of salty, like, it's almost like a salty sweet caramel kind of vibe in the opening. And then as it dries down, you get that lavender, that violet, the ambroxan, the vanilla. Like, it just smells very expensive and like niche in quality. So this is definitely something I would probably wear going out and layer it with like some other things and just wear something really nice with it. But I do like it, and I'm going to play around with it a little bit more. This is, I guess, part of their special collection, the wedding collection. I don't know if they have anything else in that collection, but yeah. So this is the new one. This is, again, Neroli Romance. I really do like this one. I just know for sure I'm going to have to layer it. So picked up my girl. Oh, this is not my girl, but this is another one. This is the one that they actually gifted us for free. So this is the Floral Sandalwood, and this one actually is a dupe. This is a dupe for Amiris Extrait by Mason Francis Kirk de Jean. So this one has top notes of pear, tangerine, flower, violet, middle notes of Amiris, orris, and jasmine, and base notes of vetiver, musk, amber, and sandalwood. From what I can remember, y'all, this one was pretty strong. So I'm a little scared to spray it on myself. I think I sprayed it in the box. So I'm going to just spray it in the box again, especially because I'm about to take a shower anyway. Yeah, this one, what am I smelling a lot of? I think I'm like in the opening, I'm immediately getting the violet and the Amiris. So I don't know about this one, y'all. I'm really not sure this is something I personally would wear. It's just giving me kind of a more classic floral type of scent. like, I don't want to say a grandma scent, but like it's giving me just like a classic floral scent. Like this smells like something that I would smell on somebody in my church. You know what I'm saying? So it does smell very pretty. It smells like a woman. It just smells like a more mature woman. It smells like, you know, this is not something I would regularly reach for. This is something that I can imagine like somebody that works in Congress or something, where it's like, I don't know. I think y'all understand what I'm trying to say. This is not like a modern-ish type of scent that I would wear. So yeah, this I may end up gifting. I may actually gift this to my grandma because she likes scents like this and it was free. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Again, it smells pretty. It's just not my kind of pretty. So the floral sandalwood, she is probably going to get gifted, girl, but she was free, so whatever. And last but not least, girl, my floral marshmallow. This is my girl. I have emptied this before. I literally get chased down the street anytime I would wear this fragrance, so I was missing it in my collection. And I just was not about to spend $250 to buy the Killian. I was just not doing it this year. So went ahead and re-upped on my girl Floral Marshmallow because she gives the literal exact same vibes, the exact same amount of compliments. And girl, I'm in my money saving era. So if you guys did not know, this is a dupe for Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. It's just a sweet, sugary, marshmallowy. What are the actual notes in here? Because I always say marshmallow, but because that's the main thing that I smell. But there is marshmallow, neroli, and bergamot. So again, I love neroli. I love bergamot. I just love citrus fragrances, honestly. Middle notes of orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine, and orris. And then base notes of amber, vanilla, and musk. And it just smells amazing, y'all. Truly. Like, this is my favorite dossier fragrance. So... oh, I just sprayed it on myself. Oh, well. It just smells like warm, marshmallowy cotton candy. It just smells so good. I love it, y'all. I just truly love this one. So I can't wait to pull her back out for the summer and layer her with some of my summery combos. But yeah, that is it for this little dossier haul. So I'm definitely keeping the two that I bought. The one that I was gifted, I will probably pay that forward and gift it to somebody else. But anyways, y'all, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and close this thing out. Go ahead and subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you can be notified when I post my next vlog. And then my next video after this, it's going to be some beauty content. So stay tuned for that. I am working on this so I can hopefully get this up by Thursday. And then tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I'm going to do a live Bath & Body Works haul for y'all and do all that. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I will see y'all in the next vlog. Bye.